Hey guys, welcome back to Film And. As always, I'm Connor, and I'm joined by my good friend Dan.
Howdy.
So guys, if you can't tell by any irregularities in the show so far, this is a remote episode of Film And.
Yes.
Actually, our first remote episode, fully.
From the distant corners of the galaxy, we are recording this.
So, as you guys know, this is the Andes episode. Mm-hmm. And as you guys are aware, because you're avid followers of Andes, you're checking Gold Derby, making sure all the odds are where they should be. I joke a lot about I'm not going to let coronavirus stop us from recording the Andes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And, I goofed. I am truly Boo-Boo the Fool by making all these jokes about it. Because the week we're supposed to record the Andes, my roommate has encountered with someone who has tested positive for coronavirus, and thus I have also had an encounter with someone who's positive for coronavirus. And then I went to get a test, and that test came back inconclusive. So I am currently up in the air whether or not I have the coronavirus, and thus me and Dan have to record this episode separately.
Yeah. I am here at home in the Film And studios, keeping the chairs warm for the two of us. Missing Connor's magnificent presence, but we're still excited to be able to do this episode, to get it done in any way that we can. So, here we go. I mean, this is it, folks. I mean, it's the Andes. If we're gonna have like a little opening theme right here, it's coming up. Swelling orchestral music, clapping, just like last year. We got envelopes, we got champagne. We actually have some awesome special guests to help us this year.
I wasn't joking when I said I was going to have guests. I thought I was joking. I did not have much hope I would get these people.
So I guess.
Without further ado, Dan, do you want to present the first category of the second annual Andy Awards?
Oh my God. I would love to. Thank you. I believe it is Best Production.
You would be correct, yes.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so the nominees for Best Production are Emma, Birds of Prey, True History of the Kelly Gang, Underwater, and Tenet. And can I please have the envelope, Connor?
I'm handing it to you from across the
internet.
state.
Thank you. All right, opening it up. And the winner is Emma.
There's a lot of clapping going on right now.
There's a lot of clapping. Everyone's very excited. Congrats to Emma.
Yes,
Good job,
I reached
Emma.
out to the Emma team. I've yet to hear anything. Hopefully, you'll be able to hear from them right
Indeed. Right here. Connor, talk a bit about Best Production as a category.
Yeah, well, when I watched this in March, when I saw the production design, costumes, hair, and makeup for Emma, it was pretty much a lock for a nomination, and kind of in my mind for the win at the Andes. Mm-hmm. It was just simply unrivaled this year for the mastery in those categories. And there was no other movie that I even would have probably entertained giving this to, even though the other four nominees are incredible in terms of production design and hair and makeup. Yeah. This one just stole the show.
I think I do really like that we have a Best Production kind of a thing, and that's obviously not to belittle the categories of what I kind of assume: hair and makeup, costume design, and production design, all the three big ones that go into our Best Production. And this is kind of I feel like they work so jointly together that when we come up with a winner and we come up with nominees, we are trying to pick films where it's not just one of these three that is really amazing. It's kind of these three categories all together coming together to create a cohesive universe for this story to exist in. I think Emma, out of these four, easily is the best out of all three.
I completely agree, yes.
Yeah.
In terms of all of them mixing together, it is simply unrivaled, and thus it gets the Andy for this year.
Yeah. And hey, no hate to the other nominees.
No hate.
Congrats.
They got the nominations. We still think very highly of them.
Exactly.
It's just they had a rough spell by going up against Emma, which is just unrivaled this year. So then I will move forward to Best Visual Effects.
Mm-hmm.
So the nominees for Best Visual Effects are Tenet, Underwater, The Invisible Man, s4e, and Relic. And envelope, please, Dan.
There you go. Do-do-do.
And the winner is Invisible Man.
Whoa. That is, oh my goodness. Good job. Invisible Man, best visual effects. Congrats to Invisible Man and the Invisible Man visual effects team that was able to make a man invisible.
Yeah, they made a man disappear, Dan.
Yeah, and it was...
Magicians trained for years to do that, and they did it with a computer in mere months.
It was pretty amazing.
It was pretty amazing. Now, all jokes aside, like Dr. Sleep we gave the year before, just very impressive visual effects. Mm-hmm. And I was frankly blown away by not by how they made the man invisible, but the pizzazz, which how they made the man invisible.
Yeah, because there's something about, like, you can edit a person out of an image. That's easy. But to do it so creatively and so uniquely that, like, works with the story, I mean, that's impressive. I mean, you just have some really iconic imagery coming out of this movie, I think, you know?
Golf ball head. Especially golf ball head, that huge meme about golf ball head. Just the design of the suit in general, how that suit operates with the environment, where sections will be visible but some will not, when the suit is glitching out, floating objects, the knife and the guns in earlier scenes, just great stuff. How the suit reacts to rain, just incredible stuff that the VFX team had to be responsible for.
Good job. And
Thanks,
I guess...
Dan.
Not to you, but to, like, Invisible Man, but, like, also good job to you, man. You killed it.
Thank you.
I guess moving on. Best cinematography. Next up, the nominees are Benjamin Kraken for Promising Young Woman, Hoyt van Hoytma for Tenet, Lyle Vincent for Bad Education, Ari Wegner for True History of the Kelly Gang, and David Ungaro for The Owners. And Connor, would you mind if I grab the envelope? Merci beaucoup. And the winner is, wow, Ari Wegner, True History of the Kelly Gang. Oh, congratulations, Ari. Yeah, there it is. Beautiful movie. Thank you for this movie.
Yeah, like I mentioned with Emma, by the time I got to the end of True History of the Kelly Gang, and I got to the candlelight sequence, which is all I'll say about it, I knew this had to be in the best cinematography section of the Andes.
It did.
Simply incredible.
I think what it does for being so visually dynamic, despite being a pretty sparse period piece about, like, the Australian outback, is really cool. The one image that is just, like, seared in my mind is that amazing tracking shot through, like, this, like, really, like, dead forest, and there's just, like, a horse running.
Yeah,
and there's
I know
this
exactly
really
what you're talking
smooth,
about.
like, coming down over tracking shot. It's, like, early on in the film, but it also has, like, this giant spotlight on the horse. Beautiful.
You know exactly what you're talking about. No, the phrase "every frame of painting" is just very true with True to the Kelly Gang.
It is.
It's just an incredible looking movie. From the first to the last frame, I was transfixed by, especially a lot of stuff that Ari Wegner does with candlelight. Speaking of the flame sequence at the end, it was incredible stuff. The whole ending, actually, with even the cops shooting at the Kelly Gang, the weird, like, kind of neon light things they do, is just incredible. And obviously, it also comes from the director's vision. Justin Kurzel, incredible director. Well, obviously, as you guys watched a couple weeks ago, we'll talk about him in a few minutes. He's nominated. Incredible, talented guy. This is the first of the movies I've seen. I need to go back. I need to watch his Macbeth. And I'm very fascinated by his Assassin's Creed now. I need to see that movie. But no, incredibly talented guy, working with an incredibly talented cinematographer, and made incredible images for us to enjoy.
Yeah.
And something I saw earlier in the year that just stuck with me throughout. I think I saw True to the Kelly Gang nearly a year ago now.
Yeah,
Just
that's what's always nice, is that when you can watch films like Emma or True History early on in the year and it just sticks with you.
Exactly.
I'm always happy when we can find films like that, because I'm always, like, worried we're going to forget about the stuff that came out January, February, or was something we just saw too early.
Yeah.
And it gets, like, left behind. But it's kind of like, I can say it now, Nomadland.
Exactly.
Nomadland will be in the Andes. You can bet your bottom dollar. All right, moving on, we have Best Score. Connor, do the honors.
The nominees for Best Score are Ludwig Göransson for Tenet, Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross for Soul, Benjamin Wallfish for The Invisible Man, Jed Kurzel, brother of Justin Kurzel, for True History of the Kelly Gang, and Julia Comarsi and Brian Scarry for Black Bear. And the winner is Ludwig Göransson for Tenet.
Oh, good job. Good job, Ludwig. He has had a meteoric rise to fame.
He has.
I actually first heard his work with Childish Gambino, which you might know as Donald Glover, who met on the set of Community, which was cool when they were working on that show together. And then I just saw Ludwig Göransson. I kept seeing his name show up in like different musical production credits, and then having him be able to do Tenet was really amazing. And I can understand for some of you listening that this might be a weird pick because of all, I guess, the flack that Tenet has come under for the sound design, which at times had the score very high and made the dialogue pretty much unhearable. And it was hard because we did take that into account. You know, we're not a bunch of film boy Nolan goobers like you might expect, but we still took the score away from how the score was used in the film, and from that standpoint, we can still say that this was an Andy winning score. It's an amazing score. First of all, that Ludwig Göransson can just like kind of adapt to a Nolan flick so Hans Zimmer-esque, and be able to drop like some really interesting tracks, and also just keep up and kind of match the pacing of the film, I think is really just admirable and impressive, and I think it totally deserves an Andy win here,
Yeah. I mean, the funny thing is, Dan, the issues with the sound mix of Tenet is we definitely hear the score. That's the one thing we
it's like
definitely
all
do hear.
you hear. Yeah.
And I know, and I was blown away by it instantly. It's a very unique score. I don't think I've ever heard, like you said, it was very, my gosh, I'm terrible with names today. You said it was very Hans Zimmer-esque. Yes. I get the impression, like, obviously Hans Zimmer is probably the better composer who's been around a lot longer, but Ludwig Göransson is very clearly differentiating himself from that kind of vein and that kind of score and giving us something very unique. And just in terms of composition, this thing is bombastic and insane, and it adds so much to the movie and works just as a thing by yourself, just like listening to a piece of music.
Oh, yeah.
It's incredibly dynamic composition.
The track Freeport.
Exactly,
the track Freeport alone just gets me. My goodness.
Incredible
it's
score.
amazing.
There was some debate whether or not to give this to Soul, which is the current like front runner everywhere else. But I'm very glad that we gave it to Tenet here, because those two scores are neck and neck for me. But I think Tenet is just a slightly bit more unique and adds more to the motion picture as a whole, and that's why I want to give it to Tenet over Soul, despite that being an incredible score, and I'd be very happy for that to win literally every other award on the planet.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, we have reached kind of the midpoint. We're 4 categories in. We have 6 to go, and really excited for plenty of exciting things to come. So join us back after this quick PSA break.
Running late to class but still need that morning caffeine or hot breakfast to start your day out right? Download the Bite app by Sodexo and place your custom order for fast, easy pickup at Zyme. Open 8:30 a.m. to 3 o'clock p.m. Mondays through Fridays.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Andes. Something's exciting, Dan. We're getting into the acting categories, director and picture. But also, this is our first category with a special guest presenter.
Whoa, really? Oh my goodness. Absolutely.
I like you excited. Feigning surprise when we've been planning this for weeks.
You didn't tell me I had to edit this? No. Yeah.
So guys, as you recall, a few months ago, my good friend and roommate Steve Heron was an episode called Hulkback Mountain with us, which is an episode of his own design. And now here he is coming back to present Best Supporting Actress. Take it away, Steve.
Hello, folks. My name's Steve Heron. You may remember me from the Hulkback Mountain episode, and it's my honor to be here at the Andes presenting the award for Best Supporting Actress. And the nominees are Geraldine Viswanathan for Bad Education, Toni Collette for I'm Thinking of Ending Things, Anna de Armas for The Night Clerk, Thomasin McKenzie, The True History of the Kelly Gang, and Margot Martindale, Blow the Man Down. And the winner is Geraldine Viswanathan for Bad Education.
So yeah, thank you, Steve, for announcing the winner, Geraldine Viswanathan. Incredible talent, and I'm so happy to see her here. I fell in love with her, I guess is the right way to say it, when I saw her in 2016, I believe, in Blockers, which a very fun movie where she plays John Cena's daughter and friend to Catherine Newton, who is the lead of that movie. Incredible fun performance in that movie, and also showing she's an awards contender in Bad Education.
Yeah, I think this for her. I mean, if we're going back and we're looking kind of at Geraldine's career so far, it's been an interesting one to say the least. You know, another Australian actress, by the way.
Exactly. Yeah, we were making technically. Thomasin, the previous winner, is from New Zealand.
Oh.
So same Oceania region. But yes,
Yeah.
now representing both Australia and New Zealand at the Andes for supporting actress, which is very fun.
Yeah. It's funny because the first thing I saw Geraldine Viswanathan in was The Package.
Exactly.
That Netflix movie, which is, 2 IMDb credits down the road, she's getting the role of Rachel in Bad Education. I think, the kind of role that we see her in Bad Education just feels like her place.
Exactly.
You know, like she's kind of in the pocket, she's in her comfort zone, and she just drops a great performance. You know.
Yeah,
I think obviously you can attribute that to like script or direction, but for her, I think she really brings a lot to her character of Rachel. Like that's really nice.
Yeah, she's applying the strength she's been currently given, and in terms she's played a lot of high school students and people in that same age range. Yeah. And she's building those skills to a truly great performance. And obviously, with working with an amazing director like Corey Finley, come a time and place, I think she should have been in the Oscar conversation, but she obviously cannot be even in the conversation at all. And sadly, she did not get an Andy.
She's in the Andy conversation.
She's in the Andy conversation.
She's the topic of the Andy conversation.
Yes, she's the talking point of the Andy conversation. No, I'm excited for her, and I'm excited to see where her career goes, and hopefully this is the first step towards a great career from her.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so next up, we have got the category for Best Supporting Actor. I don't think it's short to say this is a stacked year for supporting categories, but here we go. The nominees are Pete Davidson for Big Time Adolescence, Michael Dorman for The Invisible Man, Nicholas Hoult for True History of the Kelly Gang, Glynn Turman for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, and Leslie Odom Jr. for One Night in Miami. And the winner is... Whoa. Leslie Odom Jr., One Night in Miami. Wow. There it is. Very deserving. Just a fantastic performance.
Yeah, each of the four co-leads in that movie are incredible, and we'll talk about one of them later because one is nominated for Best Lead Actor as well, Kingsley Ben-Adir. So I'm very excited to talk about him as well. Incredible performance. Each of these 5 noms are incredible. We fought over this category quite a bit because we only had Pete in common going in.
Yeah, only one.
And I'm really happy with the slate of nominees we got, and I'm glad we were able to compromise and have such a great list of noms.
Yeah, and I really have to give it to the other nominees. Yeah, Michael Dorman, who I really wanted to represent as the Invisible Man character, but also as the brother of the Invisible Man. You have Pete Davidson with a surprisingly good performance. I think the best of his career that I've seen so far. Nicholas Hoult, an amazing, obviously, supporting role in True History, and then Glynn Turman, my personal number one pick for supporting actor, who I put in this category. My man, he played the piano in the band in Ma Rainey's band in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Great performance as well. So all around, really stacked crew, and I'm happy Leslie Odom walked away with the crappy PDF certificate.
Yeah, I'm hoping he responds. I really want to send him this very terrible PDF certificate for the Andes. No.
It's just a super digitized ampersand, just whoom. Congrats.
So Dan, next category, we've got our special guest.
No way.
Yeah, we have student Emmy winner and a good friend of ours, Shelby Kleinhans. So, Shelby,
All right.
let's read out those nominees.
And the nominees for Best Actress in a Motion Picture are Allison Janney, Bad Education, Carey Mulligan, Promising Young Woman, Viola Davis, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Kristen Milioti, Palm Springs, and Julia Garner, The Assistant.
Thank you, Shelby. And Dan, the envelope, please.
There you all, sir.
And the winner for Best Actress in the second annual Andy Awards, Allison Janney, Bad Education.
Whoa. Yeah.
Yeah, Allison Janney, obviously incredible talent. Me and Steven watching The West Wing, so we're going a little bit back further in her career. But also, it has been a joy watching The West Wing. And singer Queen C.J. Craig. But yeah, no, speaking of also a fellow Academy Award winner, for I, Tonya. An incredibly talented actress, and I'm glad she's able to win her Andys as well. We also forgot to mention a fun fact in Best Supporting Actress. Thomasin McKenzie won last year, and now she's a nom this year. So 2-time Andys nominee / one-time winner, Thomasin McKenzie.
Yeah. Tied with Brad Pitt. Correct?
Who sadly did not win last year.
Most
nominations, yes.
So,
yeah, but Allison Janney, incredible talent, incredible in this movie. With the whole cast of Bad Education, which we'll talk about Hugh Jackman a little later, I was just very blown away by their performance. And in my opinion, it's Hugh Jackman's career best. Yeah. And I think Allison Janney, it's up there.
I think for Allison Janney, it's up there for her as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess moving on to Best Actor.
And here we have now, good friend of ours, Bridget Carroll, star of both Moments in Tom Sawyer in Space. And for those of you who don't know, those are 2 of my student films.
Yeah.
Is here to give the nominees for Best Actor. Go ahead, Bridget.
Hi, my name is Bridget Carroll, and the nominees for Best Actor are Hugh Jackman, Bad Education, Paul Bettany, Uncle Frank, Riz Ahmed, Sound of Metal, Chadwick Boseman, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, and Kingsley Ben-Adir, One Night in Miami.
Okay, thank you so much, Bridget. And the winner for Best Actor at the second annual Andy Awards is... Wow, Dan. For the second year in a row, we have a tie in Best Actor.
What?
I know.
Oh my goodness.
So Dan, the winners for Best Actor at the second annual Andy Awards is Chadwick Boseman for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom and Kingsley Ben-Adir for One Night in Miami.
Wow.
Yeah.
No. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Congrats to both of them. That's insane.
Yeah, obviously with us.
I don't know what those crazy dudes at the Andes are doing for voting, but it's pretty cool that they were able to another tie. What are the chances?
Another tie. Obviously with us awarding both these men, both incredible performances. Sadly, Chadwick has since passed since being in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, but an incredible performance, incredible guy, incredible actor. If you recall in the actual nomination episode, I went on a pretty long speech about just how much I love Chadwick Boseman, how great his career has been so far.
And I also want to note the fact that for us, this isn't just like hey, let's honor Chadwick because he passed away. This is like, if you haven't seen Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, this is a powerful performance from Chadwick Boseman.
Yes.
He drops one of his career bests. And we're really, really lucky that he had the opportunity to work on this film and create this character. And I think it goes toe-to-toe with Kingsley Ben-Adir, One Night in Miami, who plays Malcolm X in the film. And I think the both of them just dropped the 2 really great performances of the year. And at the end of the day, we couldn't pick.
Yeah.
So here it is. Next up, we have Best Director, the penultimate category. We're almost there, folks, to the big one. But first, Best Director. The nominees for the second annual Andys for Best Director are Lee Winnell, The Invisible Man, Justin Kurzel, True History of the Kelly Gang, Charlie Kaufman, I'm Thinking of Ending Things, Max Winkler, Jungle Land, Emerald Fennell, Promising Young Woman. And the winner is Justin Kurzel, True History of the Kelly Gang.
Yeah.
Golf clap.
Speaking of something that we saw early in the year and just really stuck with us, Justin Kurzel's incredible direction for Trace the Kelly Gang just immediately stood out to me after watching that movie. And I've obviously thought about it all these months since. Incredible film. For those of you who know me, I make it pretty well known. Before I saw Nomadland, I think Promising Woman is the best movie of the year, and I think Emerald Fennell does an incredible job directing. So, Justin, it was his award, but I really wish I could have given it to my girl Emerald as well.
This is what happens when you have preferential balance.
Exactly, yeah. Preferential balance are a thing that exists.
This is why, honestly, out of all these names, I'm happy to give it to Justin Kurzel. I think we have some really strong directing performances, in all these movies. And Justin Kurzel, I think, stands out among the pack, at least for me, when it comes to both versatility and also just uniquity, creating a truly a film that I don't think has been seen like this before,
Exactly.
I haven't seen a True History of the Kelly Gang before, like I've seen the other movies that that were nominated here. I think he really comes through with a really unique, engaging film that I think we can enjoy for years. I mean, it's fantastic.
Yeah, there's not much to say here. It's just all these directors, made incredible movies, and I'm so happy once again we can honor them here. And Justin Kurzel, Trace Kelly Gang is just insane, and I'm very glad that he could have, he did it. He made that movie, and incredible. Yeah. So Dan, do you want to move on to a very exciting news?
Oh my goodness, yes, we've finally made it. We are here. It is Best Picture for 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, to announce the nominees for Best Picture at the second annual Andy Awards, please welcome Noël Wells.
Hello, I am Noël Wells, and I am introducing the nominees for Best Picture, and they are Promising Young Woman, Bad Education, Sound of Metal, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, The Invisible Man, True History of the Kelly Gang, I'm Thinking of Ending Things, and One Night in Miami. And the winner is...
True History of the Kelly Gang.
Oh my goodness. True History. Congratulations. Yeah, wow. I mean, out of everything, I gotta say this is our most nominated film of the evening.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
And this is the third win for True History of the Kelly Gang?
Cinematography, director, and picture. Yeah.
Yes. It's hard. What do we say? We've already talked about it in so many of the categories. I guess we can just summarize with overall, this feels like Film Ann's best picture of 2020.
Exactly. Yes.
And we went into a lot of those reasons with the performances and the visuals and the score and the direction. And if you have not seen this film, which is a good chance you haven't, I think it kind of got buried in the 2020 award buzz, film watching buzz. Please do it. We can't recommend this film enough.
Yeah.
I mean,
obviously getting our best pictures are a massive stamp of approval. And each of these 8 movies I love. So I'm very happy they're able to get the presence here. Like I said, I've said multiple times, a movie that's really stuck with me since I've seen it early last year. A movie I very much enjoy, and I'm so happy it's represented here, and that we were able to give it this award. And I hope I'm able to make contact with people from Trace the Kelly Gang, and they're able to get their certificate in the mail / email.
Yeah, absolutely. Come get your PDF certificate. Get over here.
Really quickly, let's obviously talk about the amazing thing that just happened. We had Noël Wells present this category. which is insane.
Yes. A big thank you to Noël Wells for taking the time to join us on the show. You all welcome back anytime.
We would be so lucky. But no, if you do not know who Noël Wells is, first of all, crazy. Second of all, she's an SNL alum. She's a recording artist. I've actually listened to her album a lot while I've been writing my screenplay. And that album is called It's So Nice by Noël Wells. Check it out on Spotify. Also, if you've not seen her feature, Mr. Roosevelt, I believe that is still on Netflix. If you have not seen it and it's not on Netflix, that is more than worth a rental. And I'm just I feel incredibly lucky that she'd be able to do this for us. And we're not paying her at all. She's not told us we have to promote her stuff at all through any of this. I just really like her career, and I'm so happy she's able to do this.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess that closes off the Andes. We're finished. That's it. Yeah. Another year in the books. It's been really nice to share our picks for all favorite films and performances of 2020. Thank you, obviously, to everyone who joined us along the way. It's been a good time. And Connor, is there anything else you want to plug or talk about?
Yes, Dan. Hopefully we'll be able to plug this in person next time, or as in person as the radio is. But if you want to hear more movies talked about today, or movies we can talk about in the future/past, you can follow me on Letterboxd at Crandberry18. That is CRAND Berry 18. And thank you guys for listening, and thank you for a year and their Andy celebration. And we'll catch you next week for another unannounced as of yet episode. Okay. Bye, guys. Thank you so much.